Hi guys, how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. This family leak from Mr. Kabada. This is a second part of writing skill. Second part of writing skill for grade 12 students. So family English language improvement center and family leak YouTube and right. Don't forget to do this one please and share it and write comment if you have. If not, no problem. So let's start the first part, which is writing skill for grade 12 students. It consists of all the writing skills actually. Yeah, the first one is paragraph writing, types of paragraph writing, letter writing, formal, informal, and was paragraph or meso paragraph writing, and also word order. Yeah, very important point of writing skill, word order and coherence paragraph. All these titles or topics of writing skill are included for this writing question. So I have to just focus, do attention, and try to do other questions, please. Let me start the first question. It is a very big, huge, and energetic animal which lives in oceans and lakes. Is called whales. This piece of writing, or this piece of writing, is likely to be what kind of paragraph writing that this paragraph show? It's from a kind of paragraph. So you just answer the types of paragraph that this piece of paragraph is developed. So you have to just read what is the kind of sentence here. It's very big, huge, energetic animal which it lives in ocean. It's called what? Look at the structures here. Descriptive, argumentative, and expository narrative. So what descriptive mean? Its purpose is to describe something and make a vivid image. To describe about something, the writer might use very smart, unusual, very descriptive adjectives. So using these words make a vivid image on someone's mind. So that's called descriptive, describing about something, all right? Argumentative, its main purpose is to go to convince, to persuade the readers. Yeah, to persuade means there is ideas, there is logical evidences. Using these logical evidences, the writers want to convince the reader. So you don't have to debating ideas. Yeah, debatable views are presented whenever you are writing for an argumentative here. An expository or expository is a kind of paragraph which we use to explain or which we use to give information to the readers. So its main purpose is explain about something, expository paragraph. What about this one? Narrative. It narrates about something. For instance, if you narrate what you did last time, if you narrate about your childhood memory, examples of narrative paragraph. From this perspective, which one do you think this piece of writing belongs to? If you answer descriptive, absolutely right, because there are very smart and very unusual, expressive descriptive words here. Big, huge, energetic, which is called the whales, which it lives in oceans. Right expression, right answer. Exactly. Question number 2. Which one of the following is an argumentative paragraph writing title? Yeah. First of all, just a title matters about the kind of paragraphs that will write, that you will develop. A title, which is called the topic sentence. Yeah. A topic sentence is the key or the important sentence which makes to write an argumentative, to write descriptive, to write narrative, to write expository. So which one do you think from the given sentence refers about an argumentative? When you just think of an argumentative, an idea or a sentence which has two debatable ideas, there is pros and cons, there is advantages and disadvantages. You have to just think in different or in two ways. That kind of sentence or that kind of topic sentence is really called an argumentative writing. This is the way that you identify, you underline, you select the correct argumentative title here. The first one, abortion should be legalized. What's abortion first? Abortion should be legalized one side and abortion shouldn't be legalized. Yes, it's debatable. Why abortion should be legalized? There are reasons, there are evidences which support us on this side. Another side here, abortion shouldn't be legalized because of this reason. So this is debatable issue. So it's an argumentative, absolutely right. Look, this one, every student is responsible for his or her own learning. That's simply a kind of sentence, all right? It doesn't make an argument. No argument for this one. Since you are a student, you should take risks for your learning. Absolutely right. Library is an ideal place to study. It's a topic sentence, absolutely, but you can write having this topic sentence in expository paragraph, not descriptive, not narrative. Computer has many uses. This is a kind of paragraph which we use for, I think, classification or use of computer, but it doesn't make or doesn't just write a paragraph or argumentatively scroll. So the answer should be here. Abortion should be legalized. Absolutely right. Thank you. Question number 3. Question number 3. Brushing my teeth. 3 dogs pass through me. This type of sentence error is, yeah, because sentence error which is included in university, actually I know it, and also it's in grade 12 sentence errors. So what kind of sentence error is this? What kind of sentence? Brushing my teeth, 3 dogs pass through. So this kind of, so let's take here the distractors here. Dangling modifier. What's dangling modifier? What's misplaced modifier? What about wrong sentence? What about fragment? All these are called sentence which make a sentence incomplete, wrong meaning. Yeah. What's dangling? Dangling means the if and the if the implied subject is not similar with the principal subject. This is the principal subject, and this one is the implied subject. Both the two subjects are different. We can say that dangling modifier. It talks about brushing, but it talks about 3 dogs in parallel, no similar subject. So this is dangling completely. Dangling. Misplaced modifiers which placed in the wrong place as misplaced. Run on. 2 sentences which cannot be separated by a kind of punctuation mark. Run on sentence. Fragment. An incomplete thought. Broken words. Broken phrases which doesn't give complete sense. That's fragment. Anyway, all these are sentence errors. From this perspective, the question for this one is dangling modifier as I discussed so far. Question number 4. The girl is pretty who is sits next to me. This type of sentence here. The girl is pretty who sits next to me. So what kind of sentence here? This it seems meaningful, but it doesn't give sense. There is a modifier which doesn't modify the word, which doesn't modify the noun. It places far from the word it modified, so it's not meaningful sentence. Here, the girl is pretty. Who sits next to me is, and it's a modifier. It's a clause. What does it want to modify? Pretty, pretty girl. The girl, yeah. The girl, yes. The girl, of course. So look at this misplaced modifier, fragment, run-on sentence, and dangling modifier. What do you think of the answer here? As I told you before, please, misplaced modifiers which placed in a wrong place, misplaced. Who sits next to me is the girl. So you can write like this. The girl who sits next to me is pretty. I will repeat once. The girl who sits next to me is pretty. So who sits next to me is a modifier. It modifies about the subject or the noun phrase, the girl. So it can't modify. It places far from the word it modifies. So the sentence error is misplaced modifier. If this is new for grade 12 students, it may happen maybe in the writing examination. This is the approach of the examination you have to take care of. The other one, question number 5 here. When I came back from gym, I met one of my old friends and asked him where he went, and he told me that he was in the internet cafe. This is an example of paragraph. What kind of paragraph do you think is it from? The 4 types of paragraph writing. Yes, when I came back from gym, I met one of my friends and asked him, yeah, what kind of sentence is this? What kind of, this is a piece of writing, maybe a paragraph which I took from what I wrote before. So what does it show here? What's its main purpose? What's the purpose of this short paragraph, please? Here, 1. Expository. What's expository? Narrative. What's narrative? And what's persuasive? And what's descriptive? This is a clear examples of narrative. Why? Because all the sentences are constructed with narrative tense, which is simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous, sometimes present perfect, which you want to narrate about something, you want to narrate about your story. So these are examples of narrative paragraph. So it is different from the 3 types of paragraph writing. Exactly, yeah. Question number 6, yes. Which one of the following expression is true for closing salutation for complaint letter? Yeah, letter writing. Yeah, this question is letter writing. Which one of the following expression is true for closing salutation for what's for complaint letter means? What's complaint letter is examples of formal letter, because the language that we use in a complaint letter is formal, and the structure, the format is also formal, and the way we open the letter or opening salutation is formal. and the way that we close the complete letter is also formal. So it makes the letter writing formal letter writing. So which one do you think is closing salutation or common closing for formal letter writing or complete letter writing? This is an example of formal letter writing. Yeah. You love. Is it possible to conclude a paragraph? If I complain to my president of university, if I have a complaint to president of the university, can I write by closing in such a way? Is it possible? I don't think so. Your love is forever. No, you faithfully and thank you. This is not common closing for in letter writing. Thank you for simply for gratitude orally. So the rest three are not closing cards. So closing salutation for formal or informal letter. But your faithfully is the right closing for formal letter or which is complete letter, because I don't know the person to whom I wrote a letter first. So if I do not know the person whom I wrote a letter, so your faithfully is right, or sometimes your affectional is through conclusion for that. If you know the person that you wrote a letter sincerely, yours sincerely. For the context, the answer should be D. Great. B. Great. Question number 7. You know the person that you wrote a letter to the company manager about the business you run. Which one of the following is true for closing salutation? That I explained in question number 6. I think you will answer with confidence. Hi Dave, this is an opening sentence for informal letter but not closing. Yours sincerely, exactly, closing letter or closing salutation. Best wishes, of course. Your affectionately, of course, but the difference here is, you know the person that you wrote, you know the person that, you know the receiver of the letter that you wrote first. If you know the person that, you know, your closing salutation should be different. So you're sincerely, yours are the best ways, the best expression for closing salutation. Exactly. So the answer is B. The rest are not closing for this context, please. Great. Yeah. Question number 8. I'm writing this letter to complain about the kind of service your company has been providing. This is an example of what? What kind of letter is this? Because this piece of writing, you do understand what the intent or what the idea of this writing letter. Does this sentence shows about business? Is there a kind of official letter? Is there a kind of letter of complaint? Is there a kind of letter of condolence? Is there a kind of invitation? I'm writing this letter to complain about. Yeah, there is a clue here. Having or understanding the clue, you deduce that this is an example of letter writing. You can say it, please. Yeah. One is condolence. Second, invitation. Is there any kind of any expression, any word which gives about invitation? I don't think so. What about here? Complaint letter. Absolutely, complaint. I'm writing this complaint about the kind of service your company has been providing, as it gives critical example. So the answer is complaint letter. Absolutely right. Question number 9 here. Many thanks for your letter which arrived this morning. Sorry, I have not been writing as regularly as that. This type of letter writing is what? Look here. Look, maybe this is not the initial or the starting of any letter writing. Maybe it is body of letter writing. But what kind of, to whom this sentence written to? Yeah. Many thanks for your letter which arrived this morning. Sorry, I have not been writing as regularly. What is here? Informal letter, informal letter. What's business letter? Is there anything which touches about business here? So it's not business letter. Is there anything which touches about application letter? Maybe how you see the vacancy, your experience, your educational background, your credentials. Nothing is here. So it's not an application letter. An official letter, official from university to teachers, university to departments, university to faculties, or another. No official. It doesn't seem that an official letter. So it's an informal letter here. Many thanks. Some expressions are important, some expressions are uninformal, so it might give you clue that this kind of letter is an informal letter. Absolutely, of course, right? So the answer is an informal letter, please. This is body of the writing, writing letter or informal letter. Next question here, question number 10. Look the question here. Look the question here. Taking a 5-minute nap. Taking a 5-minute nap. A cat's noise awakened me. This can be corrected. How can you correct? This is completely wrong sentence. It has sentence error. Then, how can you write this sentence in the correct way to convey meaning? Look here, because the principal subject is not similar with the implied subject, different subjects. Yeah. Taking a 5-minute nap, I was awakened by a cat's noise. Yes, right. It talks about I myself. Yeah, because A 5 minute nap. A cat's noise awakened me here. Taking a 5 minute nap. While I was taking 5 minutes nap, I was awakened by a cat's noise. Absolutely. While I was taking a 5 minute nap, or while taking, yes, while taking, or while I was taking, we're self-correcting this dangling modifier. Yeah, no further go, please, here. A cat's noise awakened me. No, it can't define for the first sentence because you'd have two sentences here. I was awakened by a cat, which is passive voice, which is here. I was a cat when cat script. No, it doesn't talk about a cat, whether a cat script towards me. No, not corrupt towards me. Yeah, so it's wrong, please. So the answer is here, taking a 5 minute nap, I was awakened by a cat's mouth, right? Or it means while I was taking or while taking, right? So the answer is, this is the ways of correcting for dangling modifier. One, change this into participles, which is especially for the past continuous forms. Second, it can be written, or the implied subject should be corrected with the principal subject, or sometimes it can be written as past passive to make it parallel subject pause the principal and the implied subject here. So this is meaningful here. Right. Question number 11. Question number, look here. Ethiopia is rich in endemic animals, namely the woolly ibex, the nyala, the Chilete pabon, and the red fox. They generate income for the country. This type of paragraph development is what? We do have 6 types of paragraph development: exemplification, classification, process, cause effect, and comparison, and contrast, illustration, and classification. All these are examples of writing paragraph or methods of paragraph development. Which types of paragraph that this sample paragraph develops? Ethiopia is rich in endemic animals, namely woolly ibex, nyala, Chilete pabon, and the red fox. They generate income for the country. It will continue like this, please. Here, our intention is on the introductory part of the paragraph. What does the introductory part of the paragraph talks about? Because it might give you a clue here. Because there is a topic sentence which carry the main content or the main idea of the paragraphs here. So depending on the main content or the topic sentence, you may get the way or the methods of paragraphs that is going to develop here. So because there is some clue here, namely examples are given. So these types of paragraph here is exemplification or illustration, not classification, not comparison, not process. Yeah, exactly. እዚህ ጋር ያለው ምሳሌ ሰጣችኋል። ምሳሌ እሱን ምሳሌ በመስጠት በኤግዛምፕሊፊኬሽን የተገነባ ፕሮግራም ነው ወይም ፓራግራፍ ነው ብለው መለስ እንችላለን። Next, yeah, question number 12. Here, wow. The cause of heart disease because of eating contaminated food and drinking polluted water. Let me write. The cause of heart disease because of eating contaminated food and drinking polluted water. So people should take care of these pollutant foods and drinks. This paragraph can be developed what? Yes, the cause of, there is a clue here. Cause and effect. There is clear cause and effect is here. Yeah, the cause of heart disease because of eating contaminated food and drinking polluted water. So people should take care of these pollutant foods. And yeah, comparison. No. Cause and effect. Exactly. Cause and effect. This is clear examples of methods of paragraph writing. So the first sentence is called topic sentence. The topic sentence carries the methods of paragraph development. Absolutely, your attention here is on the beginning of the sentence, sometimes end of the sentence, sometimes middle of the sentence or the paragraph. You have to just use this technique, please. Question number 13. Yeah, one of the uses of an online market is exchanging information between sellers and customers. Moreover, it introduces the recent price in others. Is an example of blank paragraph. What kind of paragraph is this? Look here. One of the uses of an online market is exchanging information between sellers and customers. This is topic sentence. Hi, friends. This is clear topic sentence. Most commonly, topic sentence appears at the beginning of the paragraphs here. What is the title or the subject that? An online market. Yes, an online market is a subject that, right? And the controlling idea, exchanging information, is the controlling idea. All the paragraph talks about how online market is important in exchanging information. This is the controlling idea. So what kind of paragraph does it show? An expository paragraph, because Its main purpose is to give information or the significance or the importance or the contribution of online market to buyers and sellers. Exactly. Clear example. How expository is different from descriptive, how descriptive different from narrative, how narrative is different from argumentative. I gave you 4 different sample paragraphs, so you have to identify the 4 types of paragraph. Whatever any kind of question may appear for your entrance exam, for other kind of exam, with confidence you are going to answer the questions. Yes, of course. Question number 40. You should first check the bottle before you take spoon of syrup. This instruction, of course, writing instruction, or many dozen of instructions that we have on earth. So you have to just give instruction before you do. So instruction for taking drug, instruction for before you take the instruction for helping you, instruction for washing clothes, instruction for making, instruction for playing with your friend. Everything has its own instruction. So what kind of sentence does it belong to give instruction to someone to the different events? This is an example here. You should first check the bottle before you take a spoon of syrup. So there is an information, a clue here. So having or underlining here, identifying the clue, so you can just determine what kind of instruction is this. Yeah, question number 1, taking a drug, writing prescription, buying medicines, writing a report. So let's see, is taking a drug, because a spoon of syrup, yeah, a spoon of syrup, a spoon of really linked with this. Is this an instruction? Before someone take a drug, first he does or she do here, and then she will or he will take a drug, a spoon of drug, a spoon of syrup here. Great. Question number 15. Yes, here. Attached is a copy of my resume, my credentials, which more fully details my qualifications for position. This is an example of letter writing. Yeah, an example of letter. Yes, right? Business. Is there really what does? Is there anything that touches about that? Shows about a business, maybe an application. Yeah, attach a copy of my resume, my credentials. Yeah, there is something which gives clue that this kinds of piece of writing is maybe an application. Yeah. Letter of complaint. Is there any complaint information here? No. Letter of request. What kind of request is here? So it's not letter of request. Business. No complaint. So application letter. I have attached my credentials. We show you my details information about my experience, my interest, my hobby at the back of my application letter. It means I can write this what I'm talking now. So this is a clear example of application letter. Great. Question number 60. No one knows the cause of catastrophe. Yes. Yeah, look here. Clear example. No one knows the cause of catastrophe as an incidental happening and affects human's life. There will be earthquake, flooding, tsunamis, wind, and incidental people's death. The topic sentence from this given paragraph is what? I want to ask, what is the topic sentence from this one? This is a short paragraph. There is a topic sentence. A topic sentence is the base or the main idea of the paragraph that you write. So what is the topic sentence from this one? Let me explain. You may find the topic sentence at the beginning of the paragraph, at the end of the paragraph, and the middle of the paragraph, both at the beginning and at the end of the paragraph. Finally, if you are advanced learner, no topic sentence written in a given paragraph. So if no, you can just find and read the paragraph and write the topic sentence in your own words and expressions. Absolutely, that is true. So what is the topic sentence from this paragraph here? That is earthquake. No. The cause of catastrophe is unknown. No one knows the cause of catastrophe. Yes. Everyone knows what catastrophe is. Is there any information does the paragraph says about this one? No. Catastrophe is a kind of earthquake. Is it really? Does the paragraph talks about there is a relationship between earthquake and catastrophe? No. The cause of catastrophe is unknown. No one knows the cause of catastrophe means the cause of catastrophe is unknown. This is a clear topic sentence. I bring from the first line of the paragraph. This is the way, the technique that you find out or underline or state the topic sentence, whatever any kind of paragraphs written, either argumentative, descriptive, something like that, please. Yeah. Question number 17 here. This is order, writing or order coherences. Words are here in appropriate orders. So you can just make them orderly and write coherent sentences. Yeah. Look here. Look at the structures here. I don't want to read the question. I want to read only the statement, the structures here, because this is the key point. In fact, the reason is always raised is believable. Yeah, in fact, comma, and the reason why do I use in fact? The reason she always raised is believable, of course. In fact, the right word, the right phrase to signify about this statement, absolutely, and it can be separated with the rest of the sentence by a comma as actuality. The reason she always raises is believable. In fact, there is full stop and comes at the end the punctuation mark. It doesn't give sense, please. Yeah, yeah. The reason in fact she always raises believable. The reason in fact she always raises. The reason in fact she always raises believable. No, in fact doesn't signify about she always this one. This is not the right word. In fact, the believable. No. So the answer is in fact. The reason she always raises believable. If you want to emphasize using in fact, actually, it most of the time comes at the beginning of the sentence and it can be separated with a comma with the rest of the sentence. Thus, actually, that's true, but blah blah, I can say. In fact, it's true. In fact, what you said is believable, but there are some fallacies. There are, yeah, in fact, what you said is true, but there are some fallacies. You can just continue your talk using the word in fact. If you want to just emphasize what you are going to say, to use in fact and actually, right. Question number 18. People at risk? No. Look at the structures here. People on earth is at risk who live. That's what who live mean. Is this a portion for who live here? People on earth is at risk who live. No. People is at risk who live on earth. Does it give sense here? People who live on earth is at risk. Absolutely right. People. It talks about people. And this is a relative pronoun which modifies about the speaker, people. Who live on earth is at risk is the relative who live on earth. Who live on earth. This sentence. No sentence. It's a clause which is a relative clause. It is defining what kind of subject it did. People. So people who live on earth is at risk. Absolutely right. Meaningful. So this is the right word, the right structure, and coherent sentence here. Question number 19. Yeah, look, could you tell her how can she get the corridor? Could you tell her how can she get the corridor? Is there a question? What kind of question is this? Because there are mismatching of in order appropriate of words here, so it doesn't give question. Can you tell how could she get the corridor? Could you tell her how could she get the corridor? Could you? How could she get? The same structure. Doubling question, an emphasized question or not emphasized question actually. This is an indirect question, but the structure of indirect questions is not like this. Could you tell her she can how get the corridor? Sorry, look the structure. She can how. Could you tell her how she can get the corridor? Interesting, the last one here. This is the main yes or no question or modal question, but the second question, the second structure of the question is in the form of statement. How she can get the corridor, because our intention is the first part of the question here. Could you tell her? Yes or no question? Yes, I could tell her how she can get. Yeah, take this road and could you tell her? No, I couldn't because I'm a strange person here myself. Yeah. So this kind of question is an indirect question. An indirect question. The first is yes or no question, and the second is in the form of statement. But it's totally question. So the answer is D here. But the rest A, B, and C are inappropriate or wrong order of indirect question, so they do not give sense. Another question here. This book contains poems which are romantic, soothing, and can be enjoyed. The sentence has blank problem errors. Yeah. Run or faulty parallelism, fragment, and misplaced modifier. What's mean? What's mean here? Look here. Take care of the sentence, please. This book contains poems which are romantic. What's romantic here? It's an adjective. Soothing is an adjective, can be enjoyed. There's not correct structure, correct parallel. The fallacy it made is can be enjoyed. Well, the two words before the conjunction is adjective, but one word after the conjunction is not an adjective, which is modal verb. So it can be converted into another adjective forms here. But the problem, the error of the sentence is faulty parallelism, which is called wrong parallelism. Adjective, adjective, verb. So it can be corrected what the first words have written like this. So, which are romantic, soothing, and enjoyable. Enjoyable, romantic, soothing, and enjoyable. Both the three words are written in the same form, in the same structure. There is sentence parallelism, not faulty parallelism. So the problem in the first case is faulty parallelism. It doesn't have correct sentence structure. So the error, the problem is faulty parallelism. Great, yeah. I think this will be the end of writing skill questions. I hope you will watch the video and you'll get some key pointers and make ready to take for whatever any kind of quiz entrance exams. I hope you will be successful. But don't forget to write comments, subscribe, and share. Thank you. This is Mr. Kabara's YouTube channel.